So there are, in fact, 4 acts per character. I was close. Actually, I think I said 3 or 4. I'm right. uh, Anywho, as I cast my eyes across the cafe as the 3 of us step in. As usual, there are only a handful of people around at most, and the noise level is a quiet background hum. Okay, that's kind of adorable. The hold Lily has on Hanako's arm remains just as it's been for the entire slow walk down the hill to the local town. Though it's hard to say for which reason, for Lily's guidance or for Hanako's reassurance. They help each other out. For a moment, Lily removes her arm from Hanako's to retract her cane as Yuko quickly skitters over to where we stand, but soon replaces it right back where it had been. She releases her arm, and Hanako's like, oh, oh, for a brief second. Welcome to the Shanghai. May I take your order? She gives a deep bow, her well-delivered and professional introduction putting her in a good mood. Yeah, it's a nice change from the norm of Yuko. There's no change. It's still clumsy derping derp. Just tea, please, Hanako. Hisao. I'll have a slice of pie and a coffee. What kind of pie are we talking? You know I gotta have details. Just tea, please. Coming right up. Please take your... What? Please take any seat you wish, and I'll be back shortly. You just got pie ready, available? You don't have to, bake one? I'm getting some old-ass pie. This is bullshit. I'll still eat it, though. Yuko gives a small smile. Why'd I add small? And a nod before shuffling to the counter. And we make our way to some empty seats by the window in quick measure. I always I don't know why. I always when you got a booth, I always like sitting on the inside near the window, but more specifically just on the inside, just because I feel more secure. We slip into our seats, the girls on one side with Lily's cane propped up beside them and I on the other. I realize that Hanako's not doing something that she so often does. Rather than keeping her eyes pinned to the ground and hiding behind her blind escort, busily trying to convince herself that the world around her doesn't exist, she's merely keeping her eyes low and helping Lily around. I like to think it's them on the one side, and then Lily gives me her cane so I could put it on my side, so the cane is on my side. But that's not how it works. Are you okay, Lily? You're looking tired there. She lowers her head a little, looking somewhat embarrassed that she let it show. Class representative work can be very tiring, considering that it often means dealing with the student council. Ooh. Very tiring indeed. Maybe the tea will make you feel better. How did the other representatives go? Better than I, but not by much. Shizune is a rather harsh taskmaster, no matter whom she deals with. Doesn't sound like you particularly relish the job. Why do you do it in the first place, if it's that bad? Being a class representative is enjoyable, and I could deal with the responsibility well enough. It's just that the people involved are sometimes... She trails off, cutting her words at a rather opportune spot. It's hard to imagine Lily cursing, but I imagine that if anyone can make her do so, it would be Shizune. I'm saying she's a bitch, is what... Lily! Hanako looks to be withering a bit in the light of such conflict. But before I can steer the topic away a little, she stands up. What would I do? Hanako? I'll be back in a bit. Oh, all right. With that, she leaves for the restrooms. I suppose that's one way to deal with the situation, if that was indeed her motivation. Well, Lily, however, looks a little wounded. Don't worry about it. I don't think it was you. But I think she's been getting stronger recently. You've seen it yourself, right? Seen. That went a little awry. Fortunately, Lily doesn't look too offended, and by now I really shouldn't be quite so scared of stepping on that landmine around her. Dude, she's heard it all, I'm sure. Possibly. Sometimes I find it hard to tell, though. Silence reigns for a moment before 2 teacups, a pie, the pie, and a mug of steaming coffee appear in front of us. I notice that Yuko takes special care to place the teacup against the tip of Lily's fingers, letting her know just where it is. And here you go. Thanks, Yuko. Thank you. All right, with a quick and silent bow, the bespectacled waitress takes her leave. That's right. I was meaning to ask you something, and now would be the right time to do so, when Hanako is in fact not around. I'm all ears. Hanako's birthday is coming up, and I was hoping that you might accompany me for present shopping in the city this weekend. Hanako's birthday? Soon? I suppose it'd be a nice chance to cheer up a bit. Like Yuko, she always seems to be teetering on the edge of either panic or depression. And I've never seen her enjoy herself much outside of our chess games. Just want to, hold. All that aside, learning the layout of the city better with a friend keeping me company sounds like a good way to spend a weekend. Sure, I'd be happy to. Have you got any plans for what to do for her birthday? Like a party or something? Hanako being Hanako, perhaps a low-key affair would be... Lily suddenly cuts herself short, leaving me to wonder why as she brings her teacup to her lips and begins to sip. I imagine she sensed Hanako returning. After a few seconds, I notice Hanako walking up to us over her shoulder. Lily's hearing must be very good indeed if it was the sound of the restroom door opening that tipped her off. Dude, it's the fucking... Your other senses are just magnified. Hanako takes her seat once again, and wastes no time in drinking her tea. Soon the 3 of us are quietly eating and drinking as the sun sets. Well, at least we know her birthday's coming up soon. God, I need to figure out what I need to get her. It's a nice way to spend the remainder of the day's light, and it makes me appreciate the quiet and serene surroundings of Yamaku. Think I'm really beginning to like life here, as isolated as it may be. Hey, sometimes isolation's good. Sometimes it's not. I finish off the last of my coffee and rest the mug on the table while the girls talk amongst themselves. The coffee here's a little bitter for my taste, but still quite good. Then you put some fucking sugar in there. I don't like coffee no matter what though, so I shouldn't be saying anything. Better than what I can make for myself in any case. The girls' discussion is mainly focused on their respective reading preferences, which does give me a little curiosity about a related topic. Hey Hanako, I was just wondering, aside from chess and reading, do you have any other hobbies or things you like doing? She's completely stopped in her tracks, looking quite surprised that anyone would be interested in asking such a question about her. It takes her a little time to formulate a response. No one's ever asked me this question before. I guess I like singing a little. Singing? I'm okay with computers as well, but I don't use them all that much. But you're good with computers. That means you could play the PC games. Let's hook her up with some, what's a game the kids are playing nowadays? Team Fortress 2. Yeah, we'll hook her up with some Team Fortress 2. Singing's not exactly something I expected to hear. It's hard to imagine her singing voice, given how soft-spoken she is. Listen, some of the most soft-speaking people are sometimes the best goddamn singers. Lily, on the other hand, simply nods. She must already know all this, since she's been friends with Hanako for 1 year or so by now. What about... Me? Let her finish her damn sentence, you son of a bitch. She hesitates before quickly flicking her head up and down. It's only logical that she'd want to ask me about my hobbies after she's told me hers. I mean, chess, obviously, but also, I mean, there was soccer as well, though I can't really do that anymore. Reading, which I picked up in the hospital. Lily, this is surprisingly hard. Lily and Hanako look a little put off by the direction this is taking. And the more I think about it, the more I am too. No, Lily looks put off. She's like, Hanako's just, like, actually listening. It sounds as if you've picked up quite a few things since your accident. Yeah, that's my entire life, basically. Lily's candor is coated with probably the most positive spin one can put on what I said. Hanako, however, is silent. If a situation becomes difficult, her reaction always seems to be withdrawing into silence in order to prevent things getting worse. That or physically retreating. What the shit? Who the hell? A soft ringing gives us pause. As Lily reaches into her pocket, it becomes obvious that the sound's coming from her phone. That's your ringtone? Just a normal phone? Sorry. It's okay. Okay, bye. Lily gives a quick nod before shuffling out of her seat and taking the call a little distance away to avoid disturbing the both of us. Must be nice to be so popular. No, I'd imagine it wouldn't. Hanako smiles, but doesn't take up the hook for further discussion. What? Did I just fall asleep? I end up just sitting back and closing my eyes, relaxing as best I can. It's nice and peaceful here. I wonder what it'd be like to have grown up somewhere like this rather than the city. You come from the city? Looks like I found something she wants to talk about. Alright, hold on, you got my attention. I mean, I got my own attention, but you are interested. Yeah, you could say I was a city kid through and through. It sounds like a lot changed. It did. I'm still not quite sure what to make of it all, though. It's a bit of a culture shock in more ways than one. You must have gone through something like this when you first arrived at Yamaku, right? I'd imagine most students would. Not really. Hanako gazes a little to the side, looking unwilling to go on. I tilt my head inquisitive. Oh my god. I'm almost at inquisitor. What the fuck? Inquisitively. God damn it. But a couple of seconds pass with no further answer. Pack Sprite. But can't we deal with that on Monday? The fallout is hardly settled from the last. I understand. I'll try to talk her down. You know what she's like when she gets locked in onto an idea. Yes, thank you. I'll talk to you later then. Goodbye. All right. Lily's conversation ends with the snap of her phone closing. She returns to our table, but doesn't take her seat. You gotta go? Unfortunately, class representative work calls once again. Quite literally. I can come with you. It's all right, Hanako. I'll just be going straight to the student council. There's no need to spoil a fine evening on my account. Aww. Besides, if you were to accompany me on the way back to school, who would keep our poor Hisao company? Oh, okay. I can join you for tea again later tonight if you'd like. I may well need it. It's like she needs to fucking drink some alcohol after she's done with dealing with the student council. Poor Lily. We agree on that plan, and Lily says her farewells to the both of us, taking her cane after Hanako passes it to her. Despite my offer to pay for Lily's share, she insists on giving us her portion of the bill. Quarter portions, and giving her regards to Yuko as she takes her leave. Well, now it's a date, and then we're alone. It may be all well and good to leave Hanako and me alone to have some time together, but all it typically means is that the two of us sitting near each other, we kind of do it in silence for a while. I wonder what I must look like to Hanako. I never thought of myself as a scary person, but to have someone my own age acting this way around me makes me intensely self-aware, as if it's my own fault that she's so troubled. She just had a smile on her face this whole time, like, come on. Or, you know, at least she might get more used to people if she were to stop being so cloistered in Yamaku. But then again, when even people much older than her react so strongly after a single glance at her face, she may well feel the same way I do now. It's real catch-22. Oh my god, 2020. What the fuck was I gonna... Catch-22. If she stays in Yamaku, she won't get used to socializing. But if she leaves, any efforts she might try would get thrown back at her by the people who can't deal with her scarring. Want to order something else to keep us going? We haven't had much of a dinner after all. Hanako brightens and nods vigorously, glad that I brought the topic for her. I catch Yuko's gaze and she dutifully comes over to take our orders. What are we ordering? Give me things. Food. Would you like something else? I'll just have a sandwich special. God fucking damn it. Just what the hell's a sandwich special? Are we getting a BLT without the T? And a hot chocolate. Bit late for coffee by now. Hanako? I'll have the same. Makes it easy. With a nod and a bow, Yuko turns on the ball of her foot and returns behind the counter, where she busies herself fishing out bread and condiments and working the machine to make our drinks. Not a word is said between us until Yuko comes back. She smiles and gives us our food and drink before moving to a customer who's called her for her attention. So, how good's a sandwich? I give up on the prospect of having much of a conversation with my companion and decide to just enjoy the meal, small as it may be. Dude, it's literally just a sandwich. We didn't get any sides with it. God fucking damn it. Like, get some chips or some fries or fucking something. It tastes nice, as does most of the food here. After having a few mouthfuls, I notice something's missing. Namely, the sound of Hanako eating. Like, I just look up, Hanako, what are you doing? Looking back at her, I see Hanako fidgeting a little behind her untouched sandwich. You not hungry? She shakes her head from side to side. Even as she does, the patch of her hair she keeps over the right side of her face still does its job in hiding it almost entirely. It's not that. Aw, I was all ready to have your share too, dude. He knows. You looked troubled. Is something wrong? I'm startled by her thinking that I'm the one who looks troubled. But on second thought, she's probably right. My face may have given away my emotions without me noticing. And she's hardly a dim person. Quite the opposite, in fact. We're friends, right? Friends? But from the tone of her voice and shrinking posture, it looks as though I've hit yet another landmine. This is another reason why interacting with her is so difficult. The self-imposed psychological barrier she puts up between herself and others, including me and most likely even Lily. It's a shame that... I think that we are... Oh, I'm a little taken off guard by Hanako's straightforward answer. All the more so since I was about to give up on getting any reply at all. I see. Oh. Am I wrong? Sorry, No, just hearing confirmation of that from you is, well, that's reassuring. To pick up on what you said earlier, since coming to Yamaku, I've been a bit uneasy about how I should relate with others. Find myself chuckling a little. It's surprising how much of a relief that was. I feel my face smiling as I pick up my cup of hot chocolate and bring it to my lips. Oh, okay, ow, fuck. Oh, that hurt. That's hot. That's why I haven't eaten yet. I was waiting for my drink to cool down first. Oh, ow. Okay, I guess I'll wait then. The both of us share a little chuckle. The situation isn't really that funny, but for some reason it feels like laughing is the most natural thing to do right now. It's pretty funny to me. I guess we were both a bit wound up around each other. I was so busy thinking Hanako was the one with something wrong. It took her to remind me that I was uneasy as well. But be that as it may, it still feels a little nice. A little nice to have someone thinking about me like that in her own way. Okay, bye. We guess we're here. Following a long, quiet trudge up the hill and into the school grounds, the two of us find ourselves between the two dorms. Regular night patrols pass between the male and female dormitories, both for security and to quickly raise the alarm for any medical issues that may or may not arise. The guard currently on duty notices us and gives us a quick nod as he continues on his way. You did good, kid. A loud yawn escapes from Hanako's mouth before she has a chance to cover it. I have little doubt she's fairly tired by now. I hate when people say yawning is rude. You know, like, what do you want? Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're just, like, you're just really loud about it, but if you're just like, you know, like a little yawn, hey, that ain't rude. Calm down. You're tired. Give him a break. Well, I'd better head off to my room then. See you tomorrow, Hanako. Good night. We separate and begin to walk our separate ways before I stop and look back. Hanako stands there, waving to me as she smiles. I smile and wave back to her, and after a few seconds, she turns and walks up the stairs to her dorm building, disappearing through the door. That's adorable. These little moments we share between us feel like a small treasure. One thing is sure, I want to protect that small, delicate smile she so fleetingly wears around so few people. I wonder about these feelings I have when Hanako's around and when I'm able to do things for her. Whether they may be the seed for something beyond what we share now. It's a little seedling. It's a little seedling. I'm feeling the seed. Not a bad seed. The good kind of seed. You know, you cultivate that over time. Oh, God, don't take me here. This is where the time warp happened. Well, it didn't. This is where I was brought back from the time warp. Again, I could do that any time because I have the power. So the summertime sun is something to be savored, but when combined with the clean country air, it's all the better. The track and field club members are horsing around on the track ahead. Some are playing with a soccer ball, others are talking, and a few laugh as two of them mock fight with each other. None of them pay me any heed as I sit alone on the grass underneath the shade of a particularly large tree. It's a nice and peaceful moment after a dreary day of schoolwork. I do the who the fuck's stepping up to me? I do like the thing where I like have my hands on my head like I played soccer pretty often before my heart attack, so I thought it would be really nostalgic to watch them. What I'm feeling now, though, is quite distinct from that emotion. Oh, did it? Hello! Think I've seen you. Not in sprite form, though. I hear footsteps approaching from behind me, and I burp and turn to my side to see one of my classmates taking a seat beside me. Hello? I'm taken off guard as the two of us haven't talked much before, and I didn't think anyone would notice me here. Sup? Hi? Mira, wasn't it? Just call me Mickey. Surnames are too stuffy. Likewise then, I guess. We both look back out on the field where the guys are playing. Looks like they're getting ready to have a second game with people spreading out to their positions and the ball being carried to the center field. Sure enough, the whistle is blown to begin the match, and they get right back to it. Are you not going to play? Nah, just going to rest a bit. What about you? You kind of looked like you wanted to play when you were watching us before. So someone did notice me! It's kind of a long story. Her face says that I piqued her interest. Here I go. I'm in Yamako because I got a heart condition. I can't really play soccer anymore. Wanted to be a soccer player, did ya? Oh, no, I only did it for fun. My friends played it, so I thought, hell, I might as well play it too. Any of those guys playing around could have been me before my accident. But I don't feel like I have any real wish to go back to that either. It's a little hard to explain. I'm still decently physically built from the days when I played. Look at that subtle brag. Even if my strengths largely left me by now, and I got on well with the other club members. When I think about it, I should feel pretty bad watching people play when I can't even do it anymore. Why? Yet I don't. Maybe it's a good thing. A sign that I've gotten over it and that I'm ready to become a new person. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling. I do that. That's cool. I'm actually glad to hear that. Sounds like you really have your stuff together. Some of the people that come to Yamaku are pretty messed up at first. So you're a member of the track and field club, huh? Yep. Been in it since I first arrived. I almost keep doing a country accent, but I stop myself. Don't suppose you're friends with Emmy? You know, short, fast runner, no legs. I don't think there are that many female track and field members. Emmy, everyone knows about her, don't they? But nah, I tend to get on better with guys, so me and Emmy don't really talk much. Anyway, but what about you? See, it's coming. Well, I'm not really in any clubs. Real clubs, anyway. You've been hanging around with Hanako and that blonde Amazon, though, right? Blonde Amazon? I suppose Lily has the height to fit that description, if nothing else. She has height. She doesn't have, like, the fucking super build of an Amazon. I nod in response without making too fine of a point of things. And don't worry about it. As long as you got some friends, you don't need to join a club. Loud whistling from the field attracts our attention. One of the players is on the ground, clutching his leg. Oh, god damn it. And the other stopped playing to jog up to him, leaving Mickey grimacing. Oh, ouch. That looks painful. That guy really has bad luck. As she continues to look out onto the field, I can't help but be reminded of her own injuries. I thought we weren't going to talk about it. Her left arm, ending in a stump rather than a hand, has been bandaged up for this entire time I've been in Yamaku, and her injury doesn't seem that new. Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if I didn't have a hand, I probably wouldn't want... Me, personally, I wouldn't want to have my stump exposed, I guess. I would probably try to cover it as much as possible. But that's just me, you know. No, if you want to show it off, that's cool. I'm just saying. She turns to talk to me again and catches me looking. Both of us sit in awkward silence as she takes her bandaged arm and holds it in her lap with her remaining hand. Sorry, I guess I'm still a bit, it's fine, really. Her tone is light, but neither of us says anything afterwards. Every disabled student has their own way of dealing with their problems, and some finding their conditions troublesome is only natural. I'm included among them, after all. The injured guy from the soccer game manages to get to his feet with some help and ends up hobbling off the field with one arm over his shoulder, over the shoulder of another for support. Probably just pulled a muscle if he can manage the walk. The whistle blows again, and the game continues once more with one less man on the field. Hanging out with Hanako and that blonde girl. You keep some pretty strange company. How so? It's just that Hanako's kinda, I don't know, shy. No, it's not really that. It's just, she's got some issues, I think. I can't really put it in a nice way. Everyone has issues here. Not that I don't think she's a nice person, though. She's perfectly nice. Just hard to deal with. Sounds like Mickey, or at least some other people in the class, have tried to get closer to Hanako in the past, and that didn't go well. I think her judgment is rather harsh, given that everyone, not just those in Yamaku, have their own issues. See? Then again, I haven't known Hanako for that long, so it wouldn't surprise me if there was some stuff I didn't know about. I'll take it as it comes, you know. She's a nice person, and I think that should be all that matters. Miki's eyes narrow a little, and her smile spreads. You really like her, don't you? Miki certainly doesn't mince words. Like, is this a problem? Do I feel like, fuck her. That'd be fucked up. Gotta watch out, Scott. It's a trap. If you admit it, you get fucked instantly. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna hit. You know what? To be completely honest, yeah, I do. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell anyone. Hey, whoa, you can trust me. No problems there. To be honest, I think it's kind of cute. If you want to go for it, don't let me stop you. Thanks. She may say that, but she was just talking about Hanako having issues. Still, I want to hold myself to the words I said. Hanako's problems don't matter. I'll deal with anything that comes up because I want to help her. If there's even the smallest possibility that I could pull Hanako out of her depression and seclusion, then I should work towards that, no matter what. If she needs a prince, then I will be that prince. Alright, we're getting a little cheesy here. As I think about the possibility of a relationship, I can see Miki grinning at me while watching my face. I'm no doubt blushing, and looking away from her only makes her laugh. Miki gives off a different vibe from the other girls. Talking to her feels more like talking to a guy than a woman. I was gonna say she's probably like... she's probably very bro, you know what I mean? Her saying she prefers male company doesn't help to dispel that notion either. Glancing at my watch shows that lunch break is ending in only a few minutes. Time to start heading back to class. Lunch is about to end. Want to head back? Yeah, we'd better. Let me get up. I pick myself up off the grass and dust myself off, offering a hand to Miki to help her as well. She takes it and easily pulls herself up, showing the muscles moving in her toned bare arms in the process. See? Look how gentlemanly I am. I'm the perfect man. Come to think of it, why aren't you wearing a normal girl's blouse? Is there a problem? It's too hot and constricting. The boy's uniform's better anyway. She mixes and matches them. What do you want? She throws her arm around a bit to emphasize her point, which has the side effect of showing off one particular part of her body that would be especially constricted by the blouse. The two of us start to walk back to the main building through the gardens, talking as we go. Also, now that I know she got a Sprite, that means she's important. That's the mantra here on this fucking channel. If you got a Sprite, you're important. In what way, I have no idea, but you're important. If you don't have a Sprite, you mean nothing to me! Sounds like you're settling in well. That's a relief. It's pretty surprising to get a transfer student at this point of the year, considering the exams are coming up. Don't remind me. Don't worry about them. Just cram it and you'll be fine. That doesn't sound like good advice. She claps my shoulder a couple times as she grins. I don't think she takes school very seriously. Like to think she's hitting me with her fucking little stub hand. Just to emphasize that it's perfectly fine. This is just a natural thing. You seem like a smart guy. And Muto's taking to you well already. You're like a hand in a glove. What? Now to work out whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I still don't know what to make of this school. I've been here a few weeks already, but I still feel dazed at times. You'll get used to it. Just give it some time. It's only a high school, just like any other. Makes it sound so simple, but I've never thought about it that way. To me, Yamaku symbolized a marked shift in my life. I was no longer normal. I was different. I was to be educated with other different people. And yet, I'm walking back to class and talking casually with a classmate during lunch after watching some others play a soccer game. All perfectly normal. Maybe she has a point. You know fucking shit. Maybe I should just look at Hanako in the same way. Everyone has their issues. This is hardly something unique to Yamako. After all, it's only a high school, just like any other. It's just that this high school is for people with disabilities, and that's fine. It's a more specialized high school, I guess you could say. As we continue to talk, I find myself smiling. Mickey and I are very different people in almost every way, but it feels good to have gotten to know another classmate a bit better. Oh, that was nice. Didn't expect to have a nice little talk with a character that I didn't think had a sprite, but she does. So what the shit? The sky. A light breeze blows the scent of early summer around my head as while I wait for Lily. Oh shit, we're doing this right now? Small white clouds litter the sky, breaking up the monotony of the blue. Hisao, are you here? Lily's voice tilts on the breeze as if they were one and the same thing. I stop gazing into the sky to examine Lily. Hello. With a peach off the shoulder sweater and tan ankle length skirt. In addition to tan sandals, she's quite a nice sight. She is very pretty. Yeah, I'm over here, Lily, near the gate. Were you able to sneak away from Hanako? Yes, it's not uncommon for me to go out during weekends, so I don't think she noticed anything suspicious. That and she has someone That and she has someone she sees. What? Lily purses her lips as if she maybe shouldn't have continued. I find it a little hard to believe. Hanako seeing someone? Really? No, it's just she sees a therapist every so often on weekends. Oh. Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense. Ooh. And I remember when I had to see a therapist. Well, I didn't have to. My parents thought something was wrong with me. But in reality, nothing was actually wrong with me. I just did weird things as a kid. And by weird, okay, and I don't mean, I used to make noises as a kid. Like I did, not like it. I can't even do the fucking noise I used to do. That made my parents think I had some weird form of anxiety. Anxiety grew when I was older, not when I was younger. So they sent me to see a therapist. But it was still cool. I played a Power Ranger board game. Lily rubs her arm uncomfortably, and after one look at her troubled expression, I quickly moved to change the topic away from Hanako. But this is, like, for Hanako. Huh. Yes? I was just wondering, you can get around the city on your own? Lily sighs at my consternation surrounding the topic of her blindness. I'm my own worst enemy. I can, yes. It's easier when I'm out with a friend or my sister, though. I wonder how Lily gets along with her sister. Being an only child, it's hard to imagine what having a sibling would be like, so it makes me a little envious of her. Right. Well then, the bus arrives in a few minutes, so we should probably get a move on. Indeed. It's a long wait if we miss this one. With that, we set off for the bus stop on the hill. It's only a small distance from the school gate, so it's very convenient. You know, it's a nice view from here. Coming from the city, I never really got to see scenery like this, let alone on a daily basis. This area is nice for me as well. It's tranquil and away from the noises and smell of the city. Stop. You keep doing back sprites. Does everyone have back sprites? Is it just Lily? Or rather, Lily that uses them a lot? Lily's head perks up in a trademark gesture of hers, signifying that she's caught a sound. Oh, here comes the bus. I look down the road to see the bus trudging up the hill. Her hearing's quite a useful tool. The bus only takes a short while to reach the bus stop, forcing its way up the road, and within a minute we are on our way to the city. Holy shit. Like actual city. I thought like they meant city as in like small village. Like how like the little town we go to every day. Except I thought it might have been like slightly bigger. No, actual city. Silly me. City time. Together for Hanako.